But no, I was listening to that podcast and I like hearing Drew talk about Taco Bell because I was thinking about you and I was like, oh God, Drew and I sound like an old person. Oh God, Drew and Scott would have the greatest time talking about Taco Bell.
You're like a proud parent. Oh, they love it.
Sound like Katharine Hepburn there.
Yeah. Yeah, what happened?
I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is
Scott.
Hey, yo. Is that his younger brother? It's gonna be
Jef.
The cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
And you're listening to
all of the great action figures from our good friends at Hasbro.
The Fullyposeable.
Have your own WrestleMania with all your favorite figures.
Wrestling figure.
Each sold separately from LJN.
Podcast.
And we are the Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling.
Hey, welcome to episode 498 of the Fullyposeable Wrestling Figure Podcast, longest running episodic wrestling figure podcast going today. My name is Jef. I am the man of 1,004 ailments, and sitting alongside next to me is my real life brother, not storyline brother, Scott. Scott, say hello.
Hello.
So I was talking to my friend and I was talking about a YouTube video, and there was this guy that just sounded so unnatural during his whole video, dude. And it just was off-putting. The video was just kind of off, you know?
Like he was trying too hard, you mean?
Yeah, and they're like, well, that's no different than when you introduce people on Fullyposeable. I'm like, shit, I just got owned. They're like, when you walk into a place, you go, hey, and I'm like, I do that. I got to stop doing that. I do that at parties and on the show.
So, I mean, what do they prefer? Like, you start the show with, like, hey, what's up, you guys?
Hey, dudes, welcome to episode of Fullyposeable. This is your speakeasy.
We could go the polar opposite of what you do now and just go like complete ASMR. Hello, this is Scott and Jeff. We're here to welcome you to the Fullyposeable Wrestling Figure Podcast, the longest running episodic wrestling figure podcast going today. And now I'm going to tap my fingers on the microphone.
I am tapping my fingers on Ricky Steamboat's bulge. Here we go.
Here. This is fun.
Playing with his B piece right now.
He's smiling. He seems to be enjoying it. A little more tapping.
Bill did a good job on this expression. This is perfect for ASMR.
So you guys tell us what you prefer. Do you want Jeff's normal intro, or do you want us to switch over to that instead? I mean, I can't promise we'll be playing with Ricky's B piece or anything, but you know, could do something along those lines.
Oh, we can't?
It's our show.
Yeah, we'll do whatever we want.
Respect our authority.
Hey, here at Fullyposeable, if we want to play with Ricky Steamboat's B piece, we're going to.
We can do it. You can't cancel us.
Yeah, right.
No matter how hard we try to cancel ourselves, we still cannot be canceled.
We are the South Park of the wrestling figure podcast community.
Minus the billions of dollars.
Yeah. Why can't we get $1.6 billion, dude?
Be rad. I would love it.
1.5 billion. Sorry. It's WWE with 1.6. What's going on, brother?
Same old. I feel like we have a really, really packed show tonight. Not to sound like Johnny Carson or anything and, you know, totally put ourselves over, but we've got a really packed show tonight.
One of those old time announcers. We've got a great show for you tonight.
Yeah, as I wrap my fingers together. See, we got a great show for you. You see,
we have Michael Kanik from the Major Pod coming on. See. Really big show. I need that thin microphone like Bob Barker used to have and those old old host.
Oh yeah, the earpiece with like that little thin microphone that comes down.
That would work too. But remember those really thin microphones?
Yes.
That were like 9 feet long, so they would just hold them down by their feet, but they would still reach up to their mouth.
Right. I guarantee Bob Barker used that for other purposes that I will not get into on a wrestling figure podcast.
Anyways, you can get any of our shirts over at Pro Wrestling Tees or whatamaneuver.net. You can follow us on the Twitter X, YouTube, Snapchat, and the Book of Faces at Fullyposeable, Instagram, Fullyposeable, WFP. You can go back and listen to our past podcasts on Stitcher, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. Please rate, review, and subscribe on iTunes. And you can send us any audio questions, or anything else at all. Send it on over to Fullyposeable, WFP at gmail.com. Scott, since we have Michael Kanik tonight, and also the RSC reveals, actually, I shouldn't say reveals, the Q&As, we are going to push Josh Thompson's question to next week, along with that that WWF magazine we're thinking about doing.
I'm shocked, honestly. I really thought we were going to get to it this week, you guys.
It's the WWF magazine September 1994 that we were trying to get to this week. We almost had it, guys. We almost had it.
Almost. Then we got a call that Kanik wanted to be on, and we'd rather talk about BRGs. So sorry.
Yep. Scott, have you picked up anything recently?
No, I have not. But the funny thing is I'm staying up late tonight because there is a Monster High doll going on sale tonight. The Corpse Bride.
Okay.
Limited release. And as a Fang Club member, Fang, F-A-N-G Club member, we get early access to it. Those assholes put it on sale tomorrow morning at 12:01, which means I have to stay up until a little past midnight to jump on, log in, and buy this doll. Those are the sacrifices you make as dad.
So my question to you is, what are you doing to stay up till midnight?
Speed? 8 balls? I don't know. What do you got? You selling?
No, that was a lot harder than what I thought you were going to do, brother. We got to have like an intervention on this show. Episode 498, Fullyposeable's in for intervention.
Look, if I don't have money for figures, I don't have money for drugs. Okay. That's just kind of how this whole thing works. No, I had a Red Bull at lunch, and then I'm just going to have to wing it.
Thoughts and prayers you get that thing.
Dude, I'm telling you, like 10:30, 11 o'clock starts to roll around, and I start to literally turn into a zombie.
Yep.
And I'm one of those, as soon as my head hits the pillow, I'm out. I'm done. Like, I'm asleep within seconds.
Yep.
And I don't even try. It's just like, boom, it happens. So it's going to be challenging, but I think I'll do it.
Good luck to you, man. I hope you do get it. What if you played MLB The Show or something?
Maybe. But I found that when I start to get tired, I really start to suck more at that game. Like, I'm swinging way late at fastballs. I'm not picking up curveballs or sliders. Like, I'm horrible at it the more tired I am. So I purposely don't play it when I get tired because I just get way crappy at it. So I might, I don't know, put on some network or something, watch some old Saturday Night's Main Event. I'll figure it out. I'll be all right.
See, that's the stuff that puts me to sleep. Like, I can watch old school wrestling and I'll be done within about 10, 15 minutes. I'll be out cold. And it's no matter when, dude. It always seems like I could wake up from like 9 hours of sleep, put on WWF, and I'll be asleep within 20 minutes again. Old school WWF.
That used to happen to me when I'd watch Clash of Champions after school, because that was on at like, I don't know, like 6 o'clock or something.
About 5:30, 6 o'clock, yeah.
On a weeknight, and I'd sit down to watch Clash of Champions. I'd make it 2 matches in, and I'd be out. And I'd wake up to like the Midnight Express winning a match, and I'm like, damn it, I did it again. And you couldn't just go, I didn't ever recorded it. So I was like, well, I missed that one.
It's now I have to drink a energy drink before going to see a movie to make sure I don't fall asleep during the movie, you know, that type of thing.
Well, Taco Bell did add a couple of new burritos today.
Oh.
So I'm shooting for Taco Bell for dinner, so maybe I'll get a Baja Blast with the meal.
I was listening to the LJN podcast with Brian, and he had Drew Venzel on. And Brian and Drew went into a whole roundup about Taco Bell.
Nice.
Drew said something that is so true. Drew says there's always that one Taco Bell, and it could be around you, it could be wherever, but no matter what, the quality of food is always good, and it always seems the portions are just a little bit bigger. And Drew nailed that right on the head, because whenever I go to Colorado and, you know, we get in at 11:30, 11:45 at night, basically the only thing that's open is fast food.
Yeah.
And the two guys I travel with, they're usually Taco Bell aficionados.
Yes,
so,
enthusiasts.
So basically, we're always heading to Taco Bell. But we always head to this one Taco Bell that is kind of out of the way from our hotel that always delivers the best Taco Bell. I don't know what it is. The quesadilla is always on point. It's got a little bit of that extra, I guess, avocado sauce, whatever sauce they put inside their quesadillas. The portions of the tacos are just a little bit bigger. I can't explain it, but that Taco Bell is so good, dude. So Drew nailed it right on the head with that.
So what you're saying is you have to go all the way to Colorado for good Taco Bell. It's only a few states over. It's fine. It's worth the drive.
I'm there 6 times a year. So I eat at that Taco Bell basically 4 of the 6 times a year. Unless I'm going to Casa Bonita and getting pictures with Man Bear Pig.
It's only a little out of the way. It's fine.
So what are the 2 burritos that popped up?
They are a Chipotle Ranch grilled steak and a cheesy melt grilled steak. The cheesy melt grilled steak, I think, is where it's at. It's got steak, obviously. It's not just a clever name. Seasoned rice, 3 cheese blend, reduced fat sour cream, and creamy jalapeno sauce. That sounds like a winner.
What's the price on it?
That's the best part. Guess how much a cheesy melt grilled steak burrito is?
I don't know Taco Bell prices outside of like quesadillas and bean burritos. I'll say $4.89.
It's $1.60 cheaper than that. This is coming in at $3.29. Steak. Like normally, just to give you an idea, and what the hell are we doing on this show, dude? This thing is completely just gone off the rails. This show's insane.
We'll talk to Kanik about Taco Bell. He'll talk to us about Taco Bell.
So the grilled cheese burrito, which comes with beef, if you go steak, I'm just going to do that real quick. That adds a grilled cheese burrito with steak is $7.39. Just to give you an idea of Taco Bell prices. This other one is $4 cheaper than that.
Wow.
So, yeah, I'm thinking Taco Bell for dinner.
All right, let's go over pre-orders. Oh, we still got to do our Mount Rushmore of Mattels.
Oh, yeah, we have to do that at some point. That one I'm going to have to think about because they're, over 15 years in the game now, almost 16?
Yes.
That's a lot. That's a lot of years. That's a lot of figures. So that one's going to, I don't want to wing that one, especially if I'm trying to just keep it to like 4 and then maybe 4 honorable mentions for the second tier of the Mount Rushmore. That one's going to require some thought. But did we have an omission? You have that on the notes? Or is that just leftover?
That was leftover.
Oh, sweet. Okay. I was like, dude, did I do a Bad News Brown screw up again? Glad I didn't.
Todd Hess is all, I'm going to get you, Scotty.
Yeah. I'm becoming his nemesis. I promise I won't make that mistake again, but I'm totally lying.
Our show used to be like an hour, 10 minutes. Now it's 2 hour, 10 minutes because you fact check everything. Because
I have to make sure.
You know what Todd Hess coming after you, dude.
I don't want to be a fountain of misinformation.
All right, collect major. You know what? We'll save that for Kanik tonight. We'll talk about the Major Pod Bendies and BRGs later tonight and their MLB stuff. We've got a lot of questions for them about their MLB stuff.
Hell yeah, we do.
Pre-orders on BBTS, you can get Boss Fight Studio. Boss Fight Studio stuff is also available on J&J Figures. You can go over there. J&J Figures or BBTS to get Boss Fight Studios, Dragon Lee, Roosh, or Jurlistico. Check those 2 websites and pick up those figures. Those are excellent looking figures. So that is BBTS and J&J Figures for Boss Fight Studios.
Just for the record, Jeff, in case our listeners don't know, I don't know about that J&J as far as when you pre-order the figures, if you have to pay right then. And then they'll ship them when they come in. But with BBTS, and I know we've covered this before, but in case you're newer to the show, with BBTS, when you pre-order a figure, you do not pay up front. You pay once they get the item in stock. They'll charge you when the item hits, and if you have it set to ship immediately, they'll ship it to you. And then you get charged for everything in one shot. Otherwise, it dumps into your pile of loot. If you've marked it for your pile of loot, you get charged for the items. Then when you decide to ship the figures, you have 90 days to do it. Once you decide to ship the figures, then you get charged $4 flat shipping for everything and tax on each item that you pre-ordered. So that's just how BBTS works if you're wondering about pre-orders.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Anytime.
All right. Toonie, check out Toonie.com and the figures that they have up over there. They've got Axe right on the front of the page. They got Axe promoting his Axe LJN style figures. So different styles of figures with their Everest figures, their giant figures, their smaller scale figures. I forget what those are called off the top of my head right now, but check out Toonie.com, shop.figurecollections.com for a variety of retro styles. And this month, for the month of August, shopkwk.com KWK has Well Done available.
Those look so good.
They dude, the different cardings on those and the different outfits he put them in. Excellent job.
Yep. Well done, Sean.
And Joe. So good job, guys, over there over at KWK. Also on Instagram, KWK brand. All right, let's get into the news. Figures Toy Company. They are back in the news with the classic steel cage. What is the classic steel cage, Scott?
It is the big blue cage that if you were a Golden Age or Golden Era WWF fan, you saw Hogan compete in it with the likes of Big Boss Man, Mr. Wonderful, King Kong Bundy, Andre the Giant. It was the TV camera friendly cage that was more easily viewable on television, but the wrestlers hated it from everything that I've heard from the old timers. But yeah, FTC has it. If you want to recreate those amazing 80s cage matches, throw your Hogan, throw your Andre into it, and you're ready to go. But it's that beautiful, big, blue, boxy steel cage. I think it's like $60.
I'm curious what ring it goes on. Is it like an elite scale ring or an ultimate scale ring? Or
I would imagine it's the FTC scale ring, which Nate would be the one to.
Yeah, we'd have to inquire with Nate regarding that.
Yep, to fact check us, because I'm not gonna throw misinformation out there. Who am I? Never mind.
Todd Hess is all. Come on, Scott. Come on.
I dare you. I'm listening. You son of a.
We do love Todd Hess. Todd Hess is awesome. We're just joking with him. Anyways, Grapplers and Gimmicks, they have a prototype Sandman that you could purchase. That Sandman was signing these card cases type thing. Like the prototype was inside the card case.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
He was signing the outside. So I'm not sure the backstory to that one. I have to get a little bit more information. Also, he showed off his rendering. Now it's just the back of the head of the Brooklyn Brawler. That is Grapplers and Gimmicks figures to come soon. And Title Run Toys, they're releasing the retro style Harley Race. And this is a very old school-esque Harley Race.
These are the Galoob style?
No, these are the retro style.
Oh, got it. Okay.
When you look at it, it's Harley Race. So yeah, that's sketch art. You can view those pictures over at wrestlingfiguredatabase.com.
The more Harleys, the better. Bring them on.
There's also a bloody variant too.
Oh, that's awesome. So like his cage match with Flair at Starrcade 83.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Very, very cool.
All right. The day after we recorded last week, they came out with the RSC Q&A. We always look forward to these each and every year. So this is the Q&A for Ringside Collectibles. All right. Starting with the first question. I forgot to take the name of the first two people that asked questions, and I started doing it after that. So
it doesn't matter what their name is, Jeff. It's fine. The Rock said so.
Oh, Rock said so. That sounds like something The Rock would say.
Exactly.
Could the NXT line be brought back right now? There's a lot of talent and hard to get them all in the main lines. Steve said, right now, right this second, no. Maybe in the future. It's very highly considered. We will continue to crank out NXT talent in the main line and elsewhere as much as we can, but we will keep thinking about the best time to possibly relaunch an NXT dedicated line when and if the time is right.
That was such a great line while it existed.
Yes.
They were Target exclusives. They had great names in there. Kind of fell off towards the end. Remember the Rusev and the Roman really warmed up pegs. But that was because they had basics and elites, which was great. You know, because if you were more budget conscious, but you still wanted those figures, well, you could get them. You could get the Authors of Pain. They had DIY, had some great offerings in those. I really missed that NXT line. Plus the packaging was outstanding as well. So hopefully that's one that they can revisit down the road.
Next question. Will we ever see celebrity appearance figures such as KSI, Speed, Jelly Roll, ETC? Who's ETC, Scott?
I think that's ET's cousin.
Oh.
ETC?
Or the long lost member of Edge and Christian, whoever T was.
It's Mr. T.
That'd be badass if it was Edge, Mr. T, and Christian. I would have loved that shit, dude.
I pity the fool that don't like the 5-second pose.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention on this RSC video, the three people up at the panel answering the questions was Magic, Bill, and Steve. Magic said there's a big push from WWE and some of the people internally to get some celebrities in there. So I definitely think you'll be seeing a lot more. Pete
awesome.
Rose.
Still waiting on that Bad Bunny figure.
Pete Rose. Let's go. What is taking so?
Yes.
What is taking so long? Pete Rose has only had a starting lineup. We need more action figures of Pete Rose.
Drew Carey, Royal Rumble participant.
Drew Carey. I mean, dude, right now, throw a rock. Like every time you watch a pay-per-view, there's 90 different celebrities popping up.
Yeah, but that's cool that they're starting to get the push from WWE to make figures of these guys too. So that's awesome. I still want that Bad Bunny figure to get made.
Is it because we're old that I don't know exactly? I only know KSI and Speed from wrestling. Is it because I'm Is it only because I'm old?
Also, yes.
Okay. All right. I'm out of touch. Thank you.
Yeah, that's me too. I wouldn't know who those guys were. They showed up at WrestleMania. I'm like, who in the hell is that?
I know. I was like, that was cool that Braun Breaker just eliminated that dude out of his shoes. That was awesome.
Like, get this ham and egger out of our ring.
All right. Next question came from Zoom Gotti. It's 2025 and wrestling is hotter than ever. It seems that there are more and more companies making figures in this space. Knowing this, what is Mattel doing to separate itself as far as a design and innovation?
Very good question.
Bill said, we are always trying to upgrade our articulation, new forms of deco, just trying to go in like spaces that haven't been explored before. Like with the honky ultimate with the messed up hair. It's friendly competition, but we all want to succeed. I've noticed that they've been doing a lot more to give us more for our money. Like, for example, that honky and Ultimate Warrior set on Amazon. Have you noticed how much extra accessories are in that thing, dude? Like,
absolutely. Yes.
The flag, the messed up head, there's so many extra accessories. And I think the one thing that the obvious accessory that they messed up on by not putting in there is the IC title.
Agree. That was like the centerpiece of that whole feud.
Exactly. Well, it wasn't even a feud. It was like a 30-second fight, dude.
Well, no, but they had rematches. Like, okay, if you want to say it was that one match, that was still the centerpiece of the match.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Next question came in from JZE Uso. It says, Magic Almost, I'm an almost 2. Which figure are you working on that is giving you the most nostalgia? Magic said, thank you to my cousin Jesse for submitting this question.
Nothing wrong with a little family love. That's all right.
The most nostalgic would be the New Age Outlaws. I was super excited to do those soft jerseys with the slogans on there. That was really fun. Thank you, cousin. I love it.
Oh, that's great. And you know what, too? That really shows like his era. Like, we often talk about Hogan and Honky Tonk Man and Steamboat and JYD. Like, those were our Macho Man. Those were our guys. Well, NAO was his.
Yeah.
And these are the guys making the figures. That's just funny to me. Like, everybody's got their favorite era. Clearly, Attitude is his, and I love it.
Well, it seems like each era develops new nostalgia later on in life. So, a lot of people still have the Monday Night Wars and Attitude era, but now eventually we will get into that era of Ruthless Aggression era, the PG. I don't know if the PG era, I'm curious how the kids will take to that one, because that was not the best of eras.
It wasn't.
But, there's got to be something that kids are going to have nostalgia for during that era.
Absolutely. Yeah. But it all comes back around. It's very cyclical.
Exactly. Very well said. Next question came in from RJR Collectibles. How long will the Monday Night Wars Elite series stay around for? Also, what are some possible next line to replace that series? Steve said forever.
I think he's just kidding.
As long as we possibly can. There is no end date in mind for that line. It's doing great at Walmart. It's doing great.
Is it though? Is it doing great at Walmart, Steve?
Well, it was doing great. When it initially kicked off, it was doing fantastic. It was doing fantastic numbers. A lot of people were on the hunt for those figures. However, we're starting to see those pegs back up a little bit.
Well, no, from what I'm saying is like if people don't get their pre-orders, they keep getting canceled. Like that's what I'm not talking about sales. I'm talking about people actually getting the figures from the place they're ordering from. Is Walmart doing great? I don't think so.
Oh, I thought you were talking about okay. I see what you're saying. And it's doing great at Walmart. It's doing great at Smith's. And as long as we have looks and talent to execute in figure form and retailers, and if fans still want it, we will keep it going. As far as lines to potentially replace it or go elsewhere, I mean, we have tons of ideas. There's so many line ideas that we can't possibly release them all at the same time. We may never even get to them, but we have lots of ideas. It isn't going anywhere at this time.
I think those lots of ideas should start to make their way into Mattel Creations. Although I know Steve said that they weren't looking at doing figures like primarily, but I mean, why not do the made to order ones, right? Have pre-orders go live for a month, do one every month and just see how it goes. If you've got all these ideas for cool looking figures, there's going to be fans out there for it. You know,
Yeah.
so test the waters on Mattel Creations. It almost seems like that's the perfect sandbox to release those figures in. If they do well, cool. If they don't, well, you know, it was worth a shot. But I think they're going to have more hits than misses. Just an opinion.
Next question came in from Dr. Nick Jones. Hi, Dr. Nick.
Dr. Nick.
Will you revisit big stages such as Monday Night Raw and Nitro stage? Steve said, playsets, we can fit them at retailers sometimes, like the Piper's Pit set. We will pull the trigger and make that happen for larger things. We need to do it when the time is right. We've been exploring a lot of options for other larger playsets. Still a little bit more work to do. It is challenging times right now financially, meaning, you know, everything going on right now. However, Steve said, we will figure it out. We will keep plugging away.
And there it is. The first mention of financially, the thing that all of us collectors are facing, right? And maybe one of the roadblocks, as Steve just pointed out to us, getting playsets, larger scale playsets instead of the Piper's Pit, right? That's a big investment. I'll point to the HasLab going on right now with the G.I. Joe classified Snowcat.
Mm-hmm.
That thing's not funded yet. At last check, it was damn close. Earlier today, it was at 7,900 and he needs 8,000 to fund. That thing's been up for like 3 weeks. Those G.I. Joe HasLabs fund, I mean, it's like snap your fingers and it's done. It's funded and you've got all the tiers unlocked. There's still 3 tiers to unlock on top of that. They have to get, I think it's like 12 or 14K. So yeah, we're all feeling the crunch right now. It's like, do we want to eat and put gas in our car? Or do we want this gigantic Monday Night Raw playset? I mean, obviously it's the Raw playset. You know, but hey, sorry, kids, top raw it is for a month and a half. Like, it's just, these are the choices we're having to face, right? And it starts to go into, are you selling off parts of your collection to get newer stuff? And this is kind of the dilemma we're all facing right now. And not to mention, where are you putting all this stuff? Gosh.
Speaking of HasLab and Hasbro, why didn't they put Cold Slither up on Hasbro for everybody to purchase?
Yeah, so I don't know the resolution on that, Jeff. I was going to light into them this week, but I guess they put more up.
Oh, they did?
They did. As a matter of fact, I mean, if we're going to talk about it, we may as well just go right into it. Let me go to Hasbro Pulse real quick.
Is it up there?
It was.
What?
It did go back up. So when it originally dropped, it was supposed to go on sale to the public.
Uh-huh.
They had sold everything out to their Pulse members that pay for the premium service to pre-order in advance. Like I had mentioned earlier with the Mattel Fan Club, where you get early pre-order access. They did this on Hasbro Pulse, put up the Cold Slither set to their Pulse premium members who pay, and completely sold them out to them. And to say that people were pissed is an understatement.
Okay, so as of right now, 7,941 backers for the Snowcat.
So chances are good that it's gonna fund.
And it's got 7 days. Yeah, I would put money down that it will.
Oh, weird. I'm not able to get into Hasbro Pulse right now.
Uh-oh.
And I'm not sure exactly why. When I checked it over the weekend, it was up.
Shannon blocked you.
Yeah, she might have blocked Hasbro Pulse. That's a smart move, actually. I can't hate on that.
Wise idea, Shannon. Wise idea.
Yeah, coincidentally, Scott's out of the classified game.
Yeah, I'm on there right now. There's nothing for the Cold Slither. So
Okay, so you can't buy them.
I don't see anything on there for it.
Okay, got it. So they were supposed to be on sale to the general public. I think it was August 1st. And at the time they were supposed to go live, they were gone. And the word on the street was all the premium members got them.
Oh,
and so
wait,
they were literally.
Hold on. I apologize. I just found it. It is
Okay,
available.
Got it. They made it right, dude. They made it right.
Okay, item added to cart. I do.
Oh, you're buying it right now?
I do get paid tomorrow.
And you'll probably get a nice fat bonus. Yeah, there you go. That packaging is beautiful. It's even got gem on it.
We are on pace to hit a bonus.
It's so badass, dude. 125, you can do it.
Here I'm complaining about trying to buy a $25 Billy Gunn figure.
Yeah, and you're about to sink 125 into a toy line you don't collect.
This makes no logical sense at all, dude. This is great.
But it's Cold Slither. They got a good album, great looking figures. So it looks like they made it right, Jeff. Just to kind of finish up the little story there, they screwed up, but it looks like they put out more stock, and there's plenty to go around now for everybody, which I think should have been the way to do it from the jump. We even talked about this before it even dropped, is that there was no reason for this to be a Pulse exclusive, or a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. This had every right to be a mass release with the hype that they put around it. So I'm glad that they did the right thing and are just making it readily available. And I'm sure the flippers are mad, but you know what? Put all the toys out there for everybody to get. Make it more accessible. It's going to move. It's going to sell. Look at you about to buy one. You're not even a G.I. Joe collector anymore.
Okay. I had to close the website. I've got to think about this a little bit more.
Watch, you're going to go back. It's going to be gone.
And you know what? That may be the best thing. Like I'll feel relieved. Like, damn. But
yeah, it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, it wasn't meant to be. I'll have to think about it. I do get paid tomorrow, but I gotta prepay my fantasy football leagues, if you know what I mean.
I gotcha. $25 Billy Gunn figure be damned. I'm looking at this Cold Slither set. I could buy 5 Billy Guns or 1 Cold Slither set. Which am I going to go with?
I'm cashing out PTO tomorrow. All right.
Nice.
Next question came in from Derek. Derek said, are there plans for kits for the current rings to be able to reface them as other styles, i.e. new Netflix Raw ring mat, old style WCW ring skirts, current or classic PLE ring skirts, etc.? Steve said, we definitely know there is a need and want for something like this. We almost got something across the finish line for something like this. It was a unique approach to it, but had to put the brakes on it for now. We will continue to work with our various retail partners to find the right way to do this. It isn't on the immediate horizon, but we are going back to crack the code to make it work for retail. I'm curious what this is.
A ring kit. I like it.
If it's for an ultimate ring, it would have to go to Ringside Collectibles.
Oh, most likely. Yeah, that makes the most sense.
Because there's no ultimate rings at Walmart, to my knowledge. I haven't
Not that I'm aware of.
Or Target. So
yeah, it makes the most sense to put them at ringside. Absolutely, Jeff.
I'm curious what that is that he had. Oh, I'm curious about that. All right.
Well, maybe it could be something similar to what Jax released. Remember Jax released that premium ring in like the early 2000s?
Yeah, sure do.
And then they released the sets where you could redo the ropes and the turnbuckles and the posts. Different colors, like you could buy a Raw set, a SmackDown set. They had the different ways you could redress your ring. I wonder if it's something like that. I don't know what the price point would be. I think those ones back then were like $10 or something, 10 or 12. I remember finding them at Target. But maybe it's something like that where like today's pricing, it's going to be like $25 and it comes with a ring skirt and the matching posts, turnbuckle pads, ropes, you name it. And all of a sudden you've got a completely different look ring. Something like that I think would work really, really well. And plus, it's really cool for kids, too. Like, what kid wouldn't want to do that?
Yeah.
What adult wouldn't want to do that?
Ones that keep his ultimate rings and shippers.
Well, you can put the handy-dandy little just package with the box, the shipper. Like, hey, we'll do this one day.
All right. And to round out the Q&A, it was only a 10-minute Q&A. Usually they're about 20 minutes. But anyways, it was the dude from Ringside that does the questions. He says, what's the most exciting thing you had out here, meaning on the floor at STCC, most fun to work on? Magic said the defining moments Penta. He says that he's one of his favorite wrestlers and he's very toyetic.
Oh, that's badass. I can't wait to have that figure in hand.
Bill said the Piper's Pit playset. Work on that started almost a decade ago, and now to see it finally getting across the finish line. The other is the Ultimate Tiffany Stratton. That was another one where there were so many challenges during development to get it exactly the way I wanted it. And then when the first deco sample came in from the factory, it was perfect, and that never happens. It was a challenging figure to execute and rewarding to see how good it came out. Steve said it was the return of LJNs when the opportunity came up to work with Bill. I believe the guy's last name was Beneke.
Is he the one that we interviewed?
No, that was Bill Stanhope, I believe.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
But it was still Bill from LJN.
No, Bill from Mattel. But he used to work on the wrestling side, but he moved over to another department from what Steve said in this video.
Oh, this wasn't the LJN Bill.
It was not the LJN Bill.
Got it. Okay.
He said that was a dream come true, and then seeing the excitement from the fans, it has been really cool. So that rounds out the Q&A from RSC and Mattel. You can find that on their YouTube channel as well if you want to watch that interview.
And I would say stay tuned, just kind of touching on LJNs again, stay tuned to social media channels that promote wrestling figures, that talk about them, not just ours, but just pick one. Because the Target LJNs went up for sale again this past weekend. And I believe the Hogan sold out again, if I'm not mistaken, but all four went back up for pre-order. So just stay tuned, because people are going to be throwing out, hey, at this time on Target's site, jump on, you get the pre-orders again. So just keep your eyes and ears open and watch for those announcements, because I would imagine, October 30th is a few months away. There might be one or two more opportunities to get those figures if you missed out.
And that is it for the news. And it is time to get into our special interview with the Kanik man himself, Michael Kanik. Scott, as heard previously, we are joined here by the great Michael Kanik, a long-time friend of ours, Michael Kanik. All right, Michael, is all questions on the table for tonight?
You can ask me whatever you want, because it's Fullyposeable. It's one of my favorite podcasts to listen to. You guys have been number one day supporters for me, so I'm all you.
Okay.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it. Well, thanks, man.
I've got to address the elephant in the room.
Oh boy.
Are you going to be making the Oakland Athletics elephant stomper? Get it, Scott? Because it's an elephant.
I thought you were going somewhere else, but I'll take it. I mean, we're on a trend right now where we're getting mascots first, and I totally understand, because you have the MLB license, which, by the way, fucking congratulations, dude. That's amazing. What a get.
Yeah, thank you. It took some time, but we did it, and it's just the start of what we're gonna do with Major. We don't want to be just a wrestling figure company. We want to be everything. We want to do all pop culture. We want to be a pop culture collectible business, and this is just the first thing in the road to success for us. And Major League Baseball is huge, and it's already opened up so many doors that I can't talk about. But there's more things in the works, and it's just really exciting.
One of the things that got my brain going the second that it was announced that you guys have the MLB license is there going to be stadium giveaways? Like, has that ever been brought up?
We haven't discussed it yet, but it's possible.
Okay. Because the MLB is huge for Scott and I. We love MLB. We've been lifelong baseball fans. So the second it was announced, it was one of those, okay, we have a laundry list of questions for you. One of them was a stadium giveaway. Also, my next question is how many people on Instagram or Twitter or whatever social media site has asked for the most random of players?
I get DMs, but and I'm going to use your platform to say this. Stop DMing me.
Knock it off now. Only Jeff and I can do that. Stop it.
Yes. My DMs is for Hornswoggle and shoes to send me inappropriate reels and for girls to slide into.
Not for dudes asking questions about big rubber baseball players.
Exactly.
Those are the rules.
I do not answer my DMs anymore for those reasons. Because I'm a fan, and then I end up spending several hours talking about stuff, and then no work gets done, and I don't look at those memes, and then I miss a girl's request to go on a date. And,
there you go.
But then I have an 8-hour conversation about how awesome it would be to have a Derek Jeter figure.
Just saying, that would be pretty awesome.
Yes, I agree. I'm a Yankees fan.
Same.
Well, you have the belt back there.
Yes, I do. And I have a Mattingly jersey over this shoulder, framed.
That is awesome.
Love him.
Love him. Is it okay that we treat you like Steve Ozer and start asking you who's available and who's not available? I'm just joking.
Steve has that great line. I got to start remembering it.
It's the like, control. If it's available to us, we will get him into the line. We call it the Control C, Control V on a computer.
Yep.
Yeah. It's because he just copies and pastes. Congratulations on the MLB license. I know you mentioned it has opened up other doors. We all have ideas, but we won't go down that road. Let's focus just on MLB. Your first figure will be Macho Man in the Cincinnati Reds outfit.
Yep.
Going with Cincinnati Reds, is that also going to translate to St. Louis Cardinals since he also played for the Cardinals? Okay, perfect.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And, we have a lot of plans with Major League Baseball and Macho Man because Macho Man has that background of baseball.
And globally recognized, so that helps.
Yeah, he's also globally recognized and trying to put this as professional way of what Steve Oza would say to make sure there's no beans spilled. But you can expect a lot of Macho Man in Major League Baseball.
I know it's a mass production. I know it's a lot because you got 30 teams, you got 30 stadiums, yada, 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 maybe even overseas series. But that's also something that can go into team shops at the stadium.
Good point. I was going to ask about Fanatics. Like Fanatics team stadiums, are you guys going to be selling these outside of your regular platform?
Yes. The plans is to be working with Fanatics, and the plan is to have this in every stadium, based on of the sporting teams. And like I said before, it's just this is the start of something huge for us, or something major, pun intended.
Nailed it. Well, that's awesome, man. And individual players are on the table too.
Not right now, but it is going to be something that we're going to be looking into. We are looking into to get done. So there's two different licenses that are required for Major League Baseball. You get Major League Baseball, and then you get a PA license. So the PA license opens up for the players. We should have our contract for the PAs any day. So
okay.
Yeah, there will be players, but right now we're just focusing on what we are allowed to do because the license is very expensive, and we're trying to recoup some of that money back fast, right?
Understood.
Got it. So does the PA license allow for legends, or is that something else entirely? Like take a name like Bo Jackson, for example, right? Would you be able to make a Bo Jackson figure with the regular PA license, or would you have to get something additional to make those legends?
So I believe, and don't quote me on this, I believe it's an additional license for legends.
Got it.
But it's just an add-on that's, from my understanding, it's very simple to get. But I'm not 100% sure. But we do have plans to do legends when everything starts falling in. So, we do have to, do the Aaron judges first, right?
Sure. Of course. Make that money back.
Yeah, make that money back. And
Judge and Otani right off the bat.
Exactly.
No pun intended.
and just get it into the clubhouses, and that's gonna give us so many more eyes for our product. That's just gonna translate to everything else that we're doing when it's action movies, wrestling, comedies like the Blues Brothers.
And I do want to point out, Kanik, a couple of shows ago we had you on. You did call your shot. You had said, we're not going to stay in this lane of just making wrestling figures. We want to do something bigger. And here we are, maybe 2 interviews later, and you've got the MLB license. So, man, hats off. Kudos to you guys. You called your shot, and you nailed it, man. And like Jeff said, we're lifelong fans of baseball. I know a lot of our listeners are, too. A lot of wrestling figure collectors are huge baseball fans. So this is the perfect crossover for you guys, and I love it. Just like Jeff said, our minds have been kind of racing, like, where's the line going to go? So there's a lot of excitement on our end, listeners' ends. A lot of people out there are just super pumped for this line and looking forward to what's coming next from you guys. Is it going to be mascots and Macho Man primarily out of the gate?
As of now, yes.
Okay.
But, there's other things that we're exploring to do, and I know MLB is excited for everything that we have planned. Yeah, it's exciting stuff. I can't wait for the first few to come out, and then you guys can see everything else that we have planned.
Awesome. Okay, so I got one more about baseball.
Okay.
And again, you could totally do the Steve Ozer, Control V, Control C. The San Diego Chicken is a mascot.
Yep.
Pete Rose is a baseball player.
Yep.
What are the odds we get a San Diego Chicken with removable hat or head, and it's Pete Rose underneath?
If available, we will do it.
Got it. Nailed it, Jeff. I got the answer I was looking for.
I knew it.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
One other thing I do have to ask, you have said in the past that you're not the biggest sports fan.
Right.
Has this been a little bit of a challenge, like trying to think outside the box? Or
I say I'm not the biggest sports fan, but I'm half Cuban. I've watched baseball most of my life. I actually do know a good amount of baseball. My buddy's a huge Mets fan, and I go to the games with him all the time. And
Oh, I'm sorry.
actually, I like Citi Field better than Yankee Stadium because they have better food. It's a lot cheaper too. It's a lot cheaper.
Shots fired. Ouch.
But I'm a Yankees fan, so we go for like the Subway Series all the time, and he makes fun of it.
Nice. That's awesome.
And actually, I go with my George Costanza Yankees jersey.
Perfect. Are you going to get the bobblehead?
No, but I actually have the jersey that just says Costanza 00 on it.
I love it. So they're doing a bobblehead of him sleeping under his desk.
Yes. Wait,
from the show?
Didn't they already give that out?
Oh, was it this past weekend?
I think so.
Okay, got it. Because I knew it was coming. I just didn't know when it was coming out. But I saw it and I'm like, oh man, there's going to be people lined up for blocks to get this thing.
Yeah.
I don't even want to know how much it is on eBay.
You don't want to look, dude. Yeah, you don't want to look.
So what other ideas that maybe we haven't asked that's going to be with the MLB license? Is there anything that we've missed or?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think we covered it. If there's a wrestler that's known for his, baseball love, we're going to try to do some crossovers. And we're allowed to do that as long as it's approved by MLB. They have very strict guidelines, right?
Right.
And all these licenses have strict guidelines because they want to protect their brand, and I don't blame them. There's a guide, a brand book that you got to go through, and you got to go through the guides and make sure that the logos are done properly, the packaging is to their terms. So every figure that we make has to have that MLB holographic sticker on it.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as it's approved, we're gonna do it. So yeah.
And is it gonna be Big Rubber Guy packaging as well?
Yes.
Awesome.
It's gonna be different.
Oh, okay.
So it's not gonna have the classic purple. When you look at it, you're gonna know that is the Major League Baseball series of Big Rubber Guys.
Okay. Got it.
Are figures going to be able to be removed and put back into package again?
Yep. Same packaging.
Beautiful.
How are you guys going to do that? Because hypothetically, let's say that they are sold at the team shop. How would you guys do that because there is the chance of theft?
Right.
How would you guys be able to protect against that?
We're going to probably use tape and stuff for those.
Okay.
Smart.
Yeah. So it'll be semi-resealable.
Yeah, we're so happy for you guys, man. That was awesome. That was a huge get for you guys getting that MLB license. Yeah. Macho, like the second it was dropped, the first thing that went through my head is when I saw the Macho as a stadium giveaway, for each team, the, when I saw the Cincinnati Reds, I'd be like, that's a stadium giveaway right there. I know they're expensive to produce and everything, right. But I don't know.
Well, the mascots make a lot of sense for giveaways too.
Mascots,
so
yeah, exactly.
Hopefully that's coming down the road in a year or two for you guys. I think that would just be tremendous.
There's also teams doing WWE giveaways now. Like for example, this Sunday, this Sunday at the Giants game, they're giving away a San Francisco Fanny Pack Championship belt, and they're like, wrestling fans, come on down.
Yeah,
San Jose Sharks are doing a WWE theme night on October 11th. So there's a lot of crossover with wrestling that's going on right now that would also correlate over to you guys as well.
It's good timing.
Yeah, exactly. So anyways, all right, on to the BRGs, meaning Big Rubber Guys. Okay, now time to be serious about the elephant in the room. Are you guys concerned regarding the price point from Mattel? And this is just a serious question.
So I've been asked this multiple times, and people have attacked me on message boards and also slid into my DMs and all that stuff.
Hold on. That's okay. They don't understand the business part of it. They don't understand Mattel's this big conglomerate. That's the lack of knowledge that filters down to these people. That
Right.
Oh, so
Yeah.
angry that they're paying twice as much for a BRG as opposed to an LJN.
exactly.
Right. So
Got it. Okay,
It's
I
because
see.
they don't understand.
Mattel will probably do a run, I don't know their numbers, but let's say 20,000 probably is their minimum because they're a global business with
Yes.
multiple factories that they own, right? So their price points can be lowered. If I did 20,000 big rubber guys, I could probably sell it less than 24.99 because I don't have shareholders to talk to.
Yes.
Um,
Well, there you
Yeah.
go. I think that's the perfect answer right there.
but I'm not doing 20,000. I'm doing, in the thousands, but not 20,000. I'll be very honest. Our range of figures can be somewhere between 1,000 to 5,000. Um, but we don't know the numbers until it's the final pre-order sale day. So the
Mhm.
last day of pre-orders, we can tell you how many we make. And there's a good amount that don't reach 2,000, right? So we got to protect ourselves, and there's not really a price point break until we hit 3,000, and it's still not that much. And I can tell you, we've lost money selling big rubber guys.
Hmm.
uh, at the $50 point. We've lost money. Um, because they don't even reach the 1,000 sometimes. That
Yeah,
if it's an unpopular person, we may sell 500, we may sell 700, but that's why it's at that price point because of the low quantity runs, and it's difficult for the factories to help us bring down that price point because it costs money for them to turn on the machines. It costs money for shipping. It costs money for tariffs. It costs money to. It's also free shipping, so we're paying the shipping and the boxing and all that, and then the picking and packing at the warehouse. I gotta pay TTD. I gotta pay the Brian Beatty. I gotta pay D Freedom. So there's a lot of costs into it that people aren't aware of. Um, but basically, Mattel's mass production helps them bring down the price. And then another question, I'm gonna jump the gun. I'm sorry. Well,
Go
on the
for it.
price point, and I'm on the rant. Um, People are saying, do you think the 24.99 will affect our business? And I personally don't think it will tremendously.
I agree with you.
I think there's gonna be one or two people that say, no, I'm gonna just collect the WWE LJNs, and that is fine. That is your choice. Um, but I'm gonna tell you, you're not gonna get Sting. You're not gonna get Macho Man. You're not gonna get a lot of these guys because I can't do what the WWE can do and Mattel, um, and they can't do what I'm doing.
Right.
So
Yep.
I think I'm calling it a partnership because they're only gonna bring us up, really.
Agree.
Um, and then it's gonna be the same for retros, right? We've seen it with the retro market. You got Zombie, you have Figure Collections, you have Epic. They can't produce what Mattel's producing, and then Mattel can't produce what they're producing. People are still buying it, and some of their retros cost 49.99 as well, while Mattel's is like what, 12.99?
Hmm.
Or four for 49.99. So yeah,
Yeah. So I think it's just good for the collectors. We're all gonna win because now we're gonna fill up our holes in our collection. I can now get a Hulk Hogan revamped. I can get the Jesse Ventura that I tried to sign and he wouldn't sign with me because he was too busy signing the Legends deal. That bastard.
Cat's out of the bag on that one.
I'm throwing him under the bus for that one.
I'm telling you, Kanik.
But is there going to be cross overlaps? Yes, we did a Dusty. They're doing a Dusty, but we couldn't do the polka dots for legal reason. Now we get the Dusty and the polka dots. But we have NWA Dusty through Big Rubber guys. There's a chance that they may get the Hardys again, right? Hardys may come back to Mattel, to WWE. So there's going to be overlaps for sure, but the percentage of overlaps is so minimum. And then you can compare your big rubber guys to an LJN, just like what we do with Jazzwiz and Mattel on articulated figures and ultimates.
Mhm.
Have you held one of Mattel's LJNs yet, Michael?
I haven't. I've seen them. I was at San Diego Comic Con and I saw all the stuff. I think it's great.
Okay, I'm just kind of because we had a conversation last week because look, even at $25, if it doesn't feel like an LJN, because I remember when we talked to you when you were originally doing the BRG line, it was very important to all of you that it felt like holding an LJN from when you were a kid. You wanted the rubber to be as authentic as possible. Right. And you guys did a great job of that. Jeff and I have opened a couple of years and they're incredible. It is. It's like holding an LJN again.
Yep.
I'm wondering how these Mattel LJNs feel. If you've talked to anybody that's actually held them, are they close? Are they going to be super hard, almost like OSFTMs, like those Young Bucks that came out about 5 or 6 years ago? Are they going to be like that? Because if they don't match up to the BRGs in terms of feel, in my mind, they're not as authentic. Like you guys went above and beyond. You went that extra mile to really get that authentic feel to an LJN. And I think if Mattel doesn't do that, in the long run, that's going to hurt their line. My opinion.
So I have a very great friendship with Steve and Bill. They've told me that they used Big Rubber Guys as I might not be able to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. They've told me that they used Big Rubber Guys as a point of concept, and they use the LJNs as point of concepts. And from my understanding, from what they've told me, it's the same. It's just like an LJN, just like a Big Rubber Guy.
Okay.
So I'm excited for it. I'm collecting them. I have them ordered through Target already. I love Logan Paul. I know he's not that popular with people in our age bracket, but I love Logan Paul. So I'm excited to get a Logan Paul
Nice.
for my collection.
He beat up Jelly Roll. He's all right in my book.
Hey, I got a Jelly Roll signed album over here.
No offense, Jelly Roll, if you're listening.
Oh man, I love Jelly Roll. See, I actually, if Mattel was to make a Jelly Roll, and I've told this to Steve already, I will be the first one buying that, and I would be like so happy for Steve and Bill for doing that. And I'll be just jealous because I want to do a Jelly Roll Big Rubber Guy. I may have pitched that already. But I don't think it's going to happen now.
Well, I think the good news coming out of San Diego Comic-Con is that there's been so much conversation now about LJNs. And as you kind of alluded to, that's going to put more eyes on BRGs for people that may not be familiar with them, because they're going to go search those, and your guys' product is obviously going to pop up. So I think you're absolutely right that in the long run, it's not really going to hurt you too much, if at all. And it's only going to help, I think, to put more eyes on the amazing product that you put out. And people are going to be like, oh, holy shit, wait a second. I can finally get Barbarian after all these years of being hosed by LJN and Grand Toys back in the late 80s. Look I can add all these. And the Road Warriors, holy crap, this is incredible. So I can only imagine the excitement that's going to come from people that may not be aware of your line. That's only going to help sales down the road. So I do think it's a compliment and not a competition, really.
Same. And, I think we're going to try to be more aware of our limited runs, right? To putting the stickers on the product so people know, because it's so strange. People don't want to support a figure run that's less than 1,000 because there's no sticker on it. But then Jazzwares puts 1 out of 3,000 on it, and they have no problem paying 175 or 200 on eBay for that. But, the non-chase version is just $24.99 too.
Yeah. It's almost acting like a COA stuck on the thing. Like they want that visual. Yeah.
So I think people just need that visual reminder, like, hey, these things are very limited. So, paying $49.99 with free shipping isn't that bad. And
I agree with you.
And I can explain once again, these things are so heavy to ship. So
they're heavy to hold. I can imagine your shipping costs, man. Holy crap.
I was packing some in my garage because I still pack a good amount of orders out of my garage. Most of it's now in our warehouse, and we're moving warehouses yet again. I feel like I say that every time I come on here.
Into something bigger?
It's something bigger, more efficient, and so it's faster.
And you guys are growing. That's just a sign of it. That's awesome.
Yeah. So we're switching to a warehouse that will sync with our back end so that we can sell more in multiple places, so we can be a lot more widely found.
Awesome.
So I'll put it in those terms. Um, to do that, like I can tell you right now, I pack probably somewhere between 100 to 200 orders myself, and then the warehouse is packing orders themselves. So it's a lot, and I can't do it anymore. I'm an old man now. Um,
You need to hire people for that business, man.
yeah. Um, so, this will help us get people's figures to their hands faster. For example, we got Rock and Roll Express in this week. I'm going to
Oh,
say Monday. I don't remember. But, it's going to take us, probably, I'm hoping everyone's orders ships out by Wednesday of next week. But if
nice.
Fantastic.
but the goal is with this new warehouse is, let's say we got it in on Monday, it's all out by Tuesday.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Well, one thing you said is that you guys have a different pool of names to choose from. I mean,
Yeah.
what was our last Rock and Roll Express figures from Jack?
And Jack's had a different way of doing business where they could go to the individual wrestler and sign the contract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is not allowed in WWE anymore. So once again, like, don't expect a Coco Beware figure. Oh, well, now actually he has a Legends deal. But that was a bad example. That was a bad example. But like, I don't know. Don't expect the Nails figure.
Well, I guess the conversation opens up now. There's been so much attention on Ted Arcidi.
Ted Arcidi.
Right? Yeah, on the major Facebook page, there was a picture of he went out on an eBay auction and bought his own LJN figure, and people were talking about it.
Yeah.
So, is there any interest on your guys' side to go get like a Ted Arcidi?
If available, yes.
Okay. Which I don't think he has a Legends deal. So
Make sure you emphasize his backside, because if you look at that LJN, that dude did not skip leg day. He did some squats, dude. That the LJN came with some cake,
It had some backside to it for sure.
I'll send you the picture. I'll put it in your DMs.
Jesus. Let's do a side quest now over that. Liquid Dash Booty Pebbles, by the way, guys.
Oh, hell yeah.
Delicious.
Delicious.
All right, gotta try it.
I feel like John Cena drinking this.
All right, enough about Mattel. Let's talk about you guys had a great San Diego Comic-Con.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not only the MLB license, we've got AEW now under the Big Rubber Guy license as well. You guys did Series 1, Tony Storm, Sting, Hangman, and Will Ospreay.
Yep. We got Sting right here. Got the rat tail, the back. This is really cool. Yeah, AEW is something that we've been working on for some time, and the ball just started moving really quickly. We probably put everything together for that project that you saw on the virtual panel within, I'm going to say 2 or 3 weeks.
That's incredible.
I got this prototype in hand within 2 to 3 weeks. So if anyone says you can't get a prototype that fast, they're lying.
Bullshit. Because there it is.
Oh, you can do it. Just pay your bills at the factory.
Was the Galoo pose intentional?
Yes.
Perfect. I love it. I love the nod to it. It's so great.
Yeah, it's nostalgia, right?
Yes.
And that's what these things are. Like, I'm gonna just do another side quest. I went on a date the other day, and the girl's like, "What do you do?" And I go, "I sell nostalgia to people."
Yep.
I don't tell people I make action figures because that's a whole other rabbit hole. I just tell them I'm a drug dealer and I sell nostalgia to people, and it's a very lucrative business.
You're damn good at your job too. We all can attest.
So how far are you guys planned up for the AEW series? Like,
so we have our names that we want to do, but once again, AEW is a very big brand that we need brand approval. So we have people, but once again, wrestling is not like we could say Rambo and this is what we're gonna do, and boom, that's cool, great, that's locked in for ever because Rambo's not changing at any time. Wrestling, it's it's a revolving circus, right? There's
Yep.
always pieces going on, and there's things happening, and storylines are changing. So, and we got to adapt because that wrestler may be hurt and may not be on TV anymore. We don't want to
Hmm.
push him right now. We have our list of who we want to do, how we want to do it, what accessories they're coming with, all that stuff. But once again, when it's time for it to go on sale, it could change, and it happened with Series One.
Oh, and that's a little teaser, huh? So there was a
Yeah,
name or two planned for Series 1, and they.
yeah. I mean, Series One changed multiple times within those 2 or 3 weeks. Even I went to Starcast, and people may have seen me in the lobby talking to people at AEW. Like, why is this little kid just sitting here with a beard and a cigar? Who, and why is he talking to executives from AEW?
Was that Hornswoggle?
Yeah. I keep thinking of the baby from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
I love it.
Well done, Kanik. Well done, dude.
From when Starcast happened and from the release, there was a bunch of names that had changed, and I think Sting was one of the originals because we always said Sting, but there was others that was supposed to be in the series that we decided to change the last second. Um, you know, I'm excited for this AEW partnership, working with Pro Wrestling Tees because everything is going through AEW Shop. Ryan at Pro Wrestling Tees is great to work with. The guys at AEW themselves is great to work with. Jazzwares, who gave us permission to do this, is great. Obviously, we have a great friendship with Jeremy because we've known Jeremy for a while, but we also made the Jeremy Major Bendy.
That's right. So for conventions, i.e. San Diego Comic-Con, WrestleCon, you
Yep.
guys always do a BRG exclusive. Are
Yes.
there going to be plans for an AEW BRG exclusive to go with your BRG exclusive?
Maybe.
Okay.
Control C, Control V, Scott.
Yeah. I got it. I got it.
Yeah.
Wink,
All
wink,
right.
nudge, nudge. I understand.
So let's also talk about other figures that were announced
Mm-hmm.
as far as big rubber guys. This one kind of popped me, and now I've got questions that's going to lead down another rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm.
You have Paul Roma signed.
Mm-hmm.
You have Hercules signed.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a third wheel in that is Jim Powers.
Mm-hmm.
The common denominator on that one is Paul Roma.
Mm-hmm.
Is there
Two different
going,
tag teams.
you kind of see where I'm going with this?
Mm-hmm.
Is there going to be a Young Stallions and a Power and Glory look BRG?
It's very possible.
Okay. All right. Control C, Control V. Gotcha.
And we are supposed to have everything on the table, Jeff.
Well,
Man, I'm starting to feel
everything-
we're a second favorite wrestling figure podcast.
Hey. You know what? His look is all I need. That's all I need. That's it.
Okay. To go to Hercules, though, what about a singles run Hercules? Is there thought on that?
We have these people signed for a good amount of time. It's not a long, I'm not forcing these guys to sign a 10-year contract unless you're the Macho Man estate, who actually just
Right.
offered it to me. That way, I didn't ask for it.
Nice. That's a sweetheart deal right there.
Yeah. We don't ask them for long term contracts in the big realm of what contracts are. But we do have them for a good amount of time. So, if the one that we decide to go with sells well, we'll do it another version, different mold and everything, make it super unique and put it for sale. If we get stuck with which version we should be going with, we'll do a fan vote because we've been doing fan votes. I was actually supposed to just change it right now today, and I totally forgot. So, Matt, if you're listening, I'm so sorry.
Oops.
I just remembered. I'm gonna make a note of that right now.
That'll be invoice number 2 you're going to get from him.
Yeah.
We won't talk about the first one.
There's ways of how we're changing it up. We want this to be very interactive with fans. So we'll do a fan vote over looks, and whichever one gets the most votes we'll do. And there's times, I mean, just the last one we did with Paul Ellering, I didn't think someone would like Hercules would get so many votes, right?
Mhm.
I been my last pick probably, but you know,
Wow.
But he's so not
It's-
represented in wrestling figures. So I think you guys might have hit one that a
Yeah.
lot of people want for a guy that hasn't been represented very well in wrestling figures. Like his LJN was cool, but it was in a look that wasn't even relevant by the time we got the figure. So
Right.
you guys have an opportunity to really write one of, I won't call it a wrong, but kind of write one of the LJN figures and make it better.
my confusion was there was already a Hercules LJN, and there's so many fans who say, why are they making duplicates of people that we already have?
To kind of, I'm on the side of we need another Hercules, because that first
Yeah.
LJN where he was in that brown gladiator outfit, just that fell flat to say the least.
It
So the
sucks.
fact that there's
Yeah,
going to be
it does.
the fact that there's going to be a redo, whether he's in his power and glory or his baby blue trunks, you know, whatever it may be, that's the one we're clamoring for. You know,
Totally.
You guys are going to be righting a wrong on Hercules.
Yeah, the face run Hercules. Absolutely. The short hair. This will be like when LJN redid the dumpster fire Andre from that series 1 and then gave him the short hair, and then you had the trunks and you had the singlet. They made that figure better, right? And you
Right.
guys have the opportunity now to do it with Hercules. And I think it's great because, again, we don't have a lot of Hercules figures out there to buy. So
Right.
I think this is great. Great get for you guys. I love it. And the fact like you can do Young Stallions, you can do Power and Glory, Hercules on a singles run. Awesome. I love it.
Yeah, and then, you know, just because one person in the fan vote doesn't win doesn't mean that we're not going to do it. We have them signed probably, so we'll do it. It's just when are we going to do it, and then what's the look and all that stuff that goes with it. But we have all these people signed. It's coming out. It's just be patient, guys. That's another thing. Do not DM me asking when something comes out,
Or at all.
at all. It is meant for memes.
If anybody is upset with Kanik, just send them the RCD cheeks. Don't say anything. Just
Send them that cake.
Because that's the only way you can make it nice. Is just send them RCD cheeks.
That's also a fan vote, kind of, too.
So we've mentioned a lot of tag teams also announced at your guys' virtual San Diego Comic-Con, Nasty Boys and Rougeau's. This is going to lead to another question. And I know the cost of shipping has gone up, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
Any chance of doing 2-packs?
It's something that we've discussed already. You know, we're gonna do our first 2-pack with Major Bendy's with Sabu and Joey Janela. So we've looked into it already for big rubber guys, so it's possible. I think right now though we're gonna try to keep it uniform, because we like having things where, you know, it's cool just to have that nice resealable packaging and it's uniform with everything that we've already done.
Right.
So it's
We can see it right behind you. It looks great.
Right.
It's all uniform. It looks perfectly like it's all in order. It looks nice.
Except for Barbarian, who fell off the wall and I can't get back on.
That's how heavy they are.
Yeah, that's how heavy these things are.
Yeah.
I use the 3M command strips meant for a 5-pound frame, and I put 2 of them on, and these things weigh about 1.5 pounds, I think, each. Even the 2 strips, it still fell down. And it's not the only one. It's a few people that have already fell down. I don't know what's going on, but they're all falling down this week.
They're wearing them out, man.
Yeah.
Those things are beefy.
Yeah.
We were thinking back to the LJN's 2-packs, and now that you guys are coming out with numerous tag teams between the Nasties. You guys did the Bulldogs, you know.
And again, Jeff, it fits into that golden era LJN roster so well. Like you guys are literally plucking names that should be redone that were LJNs already, and then names that we needed as LJNs. I mean, Bad News Brown, right? Barbarian, the Rougeaus. We're getting the Young Stallions. We're getting the Nasty Boys. Like, that Bad News is so kick-ass. Right? I would have killed to have that figure in 1989. Hogan would have gotten the back of his head kicked so many damn times with that figure. I would have killed to have a Bad News Brown in the collection. And the fact that you guys are giving us these names that we wanted as kids, like you said, you're selling nostalgia, because that's really where you're getting us. And I love it. I'm here for it.
Yeah. And the Bad News Brown also comes with the sewer rat accessory, which is like, who else is going to do that? Like,
exactly.
It's fun. We like doing fun things, and if we can be as unique as possible, we'll be as unique as possible. But keeping it within the guidelines of the fandom and also the brand's guidelines if we do something with AEW.
So one of our listeners, Chad Ecto Young, he heard you were going to be on, and he's like, he's amazing. He's just a genuine dude. He loves your product. And he goes, hey, any chance you guys are taking questions for Kanik? And I'm like, throw it at us. And if we can get it in, we'll get it in. So he sent me a 2-parter.
Oh, boy.
The first part of the question is, why is Kanik so sexy?
Why is Kanik so sexy?
I was going to tell him the beard balm, but...
I'm going to put this on my Tinder.
Because Chad said so.
Yeah, it's the beard balm. By the way, you can get that at Mad Catz.
MadCatBeardCare.com. The proceeds go to a non-kill cat shelter. So, so Kanik's Killer Beard Balm and Kanik's Killer Beard Oil. The scent is campfire mixed with bourbon. So if you drink like me, you can blame it on the bomb and not on the alcohol.
Man, if that isn't the perfect catch line. Yeah, I love it. Great tagline.
It's cool. It's called Killer, but it's a no-kill shelter. That kind of makes me laugh. I may buy some. I don't even have a beard because I'm all in favor of no-kill shelters for animals.
Yeah, and Shannon is too. This is going to be an easy sell to her. I'll be like, babe, I need some beard balm. She'll be like, more? I'm like, no-kill shelter charity. She's like, okay, buy 3.
Just put the oil on top of your head and just rub it in.
All right, so second part of the question, now that we have the first part answered. When it comes to creating the right look of a BRG/Major Bendy figure, are there certain looks or gear that is off limits? And I think we kind of discussed that with the Dusty a little bit.
Yeah.
You guys couldn't do the polka dot.
Yeah, there's things that the WWE just clearly own, right? Like, for example, Macho Man's logos, right? On the bandana.
Mm-hmm.
That can't be produced by anyone because that's all trademarked, and that's WWE owned property. We'll be honest, we were putting it on the BRG in the beginning, and I may or may not own a prototype with it.
Oh wow! What did you find out after the fact, or
we caught on and we're like, "Yo, wait, this is trademark. We can't do this." And then that's why the bandana on the Macho Man is just all orange.
Got it.
Yeah. But I may or may not own a prototype that has that. But if Matt is listening right now, I do not own it.
That would have been my next question. How did it end up in your collection? So Harley Race, for example, like you guys have Harley under your umbrella. So does that mean that you can't touch the King look?
I'm not 100% sure on that one.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's something I gotta... Matt and Brian are well aware of what we can or cannot do, and we're lucky to have them, being owners of the business themselves. They're also WWE employees for such a long time that they know, don't do this, don't do that. This is really bad because they've seen all the contracts. They know what's going on. Like, you can't just go up to Diesel at a convention and Kevin Nash and be like, hey, can I sign you to this deal? Because he has a Legends contract where WWE owns his likeness and all his looks and everything for X amount of time. When that's up, then you can sign him. But let's face the facts, he's never going to leave the WWE, right?
No, he's a lifer for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So if we do something like that, then WWE can come after us and, it becomes a whole snowball thing where all this is gone. But that's one of the reasons why I'm trying to focus more on 100% licensed. I mean, we're all 100, everything's licensed, right? But like major licenses, like AEW brands, um, MLB. There's going to be more coming down. We have the Rambo, we have the Kickboxer, Kevin Smith, who loves our products, and we have a lot more Jay and Silent Bob stuff coming out. So
Awesome.
yeah, and then he has the movies coming out soon of Dogma too. So there's going to be more stuff that goes in with that. And besides being a fan of wrestling, I was just a giant fan of Kevin Smith, being a Jersey boy.
Mhm.
And my life has become so weird where I'm in multiple group chats with wrestlers just sending stupid jokes to them, but I'm also in a group chat with Kevin Smith and it's like this is
Oh,
so
wow.
cool.
What a life, man. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
I'm about to create a group chat with us three and
Okay.
sending just nothing but our CD cheeks. So
Just Taco Bell meals. What are you eating
Yes,
today?
sir. Yes, sir. They added 2 steak burritos to the menu today, Kanik. You got to check them out, dude.
I was gonna stop at Taco Bell today and I was like, I'm gonna be healthy and get just a ball of chicken.
Oh,
Grilled
man.
chicken spot at a
why are you guys so disappointed? That's awesome. Come on now.
No,
yeah,
it's
it
not.
it was disappointing. Trust me.
Come on now. Come on now.
I'd be like breakfast crunch wrap.
But if Matt is listening to this right now, I'm gonna also say he's saying full of shit, Kanik. Kanik, you're full of shit. You had that Taco Bell. I know you did.
Well, I
Hey.
support you in that one, dude. Have
the
that
best
Taco
thing-
Bell, sir.
The best thing about Taco Bell is they do have a Taco Bell bowl where you can get like all the fixins, all the fixins.
Yeah.
All the fixins, yeah.
That's like getting a salad at McDonald's. You're just slapping God in the face.
Right.
I feel
Right.
attacked.
You weren't meant to do
I
that.
feel attacked because that's all I get at Taco Bell sometimes. So
Oh,
I
the
feel
balls?
attacked. Yeah, I get it.
It's not bad. I've got it too.
Okay, so I hate to be that guy, and
Yes.
I'm about to be, but I have to ask, and you can tell me Control C, Control V.
Mhm.
But there was a name that just popped up from Title Run Toys that they got to a license. Nikita Koloff.
Okay.
Nikita Koloff is that one that I've been a huge fan of. We've all been huge fans of since the NWA days. And you can tell me Control C, Control V, but is there any talks with Nikita,
Or were there?
or were there?
I'm gonna plead the fifth.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
I honestly can't even remember if I did or not. I have to look at it.
That's honest.
That's also,
That's honest.
I actually stopped to think. I'm like, I don't remember. We have so many names signed that I forget who we've signed or if it was just a discussion.
And
So,
the
yeah.
reason I had to ask that is just because Nikita's that name that he's only been done once before. Now he's signed with Title Run Toys. They showed the sketch art.
Mhm.
But he's that one that would fit perfectly for that BRG.
Yes.
And
With
I think
Magnum and Dusty would be perfect.
Yeah.
so anyways, I had to ask that question just
Yeah.
kind of like for my peace of mind.
The honest truth. We've spoken about it multiple times. Don't remember if we signed him or not. I'll
Okay.
have to go through the DocuSign, but we've discussed it. I can tell you that.
All right. No more names.
Well, no. Don't promise anything. Don't make a promise you can't keep.
Hey, look, do not ask about the Midnight Express, Scott. Do not ask about them.
Okay, we will
Do
not
not-
ask Kanik. Have you spoken with the Midnight Express?
Do not ask about
to
Jim
make
Cornette.
BRGs? Okay, we won't ask about Jim Cornette.
Do not ask which version of the Midnight Express, Scott. Do not do that.
Okay, that's
I
fair.
think-
All right, Scott. Any more questions from you?
Are the Road Warriors still available?
So the black and silver is available on our website. I know we say the pre-order is the order, but we had an issue with a retailer, and we had to pull their inventory, and they had placed a very large order. So we put their inventory onto our website, and we're selling it. But I can tell you, I think it's been trying to do math in my hand. I've been like 3 months. Oh shit! There goes my phone. It's been like what 2 or 3 months. They placed a very large order, and it's all almost sold out. So Road Warriors is almost sold out. Harley Race is almost sold out. Hardy Boys is almost sold out. I think that was everything. Oh, the book and roll. All those are still available on our website. All almost sold out. And then I think Big Bad Toy Store has some of their Road Warriors still available. I know they're last time I spoke to them, they said that it's almost gone as well. So
Nice.
we're gonna continue doing partnerships with Big Bad Toy Store. They're great. They're
I love them.
they're the toy place to go to now online,
See, I
right?
agree. Yep, I agree.
I'm excited to continue working with them. We're gonna do more in the future. It's fun. And then, maybe I should probably bring this up. I'm not sure. Um, there was an issue with Wrestling Collector Shop, another retailer issue. They had two exclusives. They weren't in the position to pay their bills. So instead of canceling the order and then having customers try to get their money back, we requested that they give us the information of who placed an order and we shipped it to them. Because we're taking the loss on it. Because we just felt it was like the right thing to do.
It's good business.
Thank you. There's still a lot of hate emails about that.
Man.
But to clarify, if you placed an order, it's being shipped right now. If you still haven't gotten yours, it's because if you placed an order for Earl Hebner and a Macho King, those orders have been combined so that we can lower the costs that we are taking on upon ourselves on shipping, labor costs, picking and packing. There's so many variables that people aren't aware of, and I don't blame them. They just don't. They're not aware.
But you guys are picking up the pieces on this deal. You didn't create it, right? You're just picking up the pieces and making good with your customers, which is good business to move forward. So that makes sense.
Yeah. So, I'm hoping all those orders are out the door by Friday, and you will get a shipping notice. It's just going to be a very random email, and you're not going to know why. And it's because we can't control the back end of Wrestling Collector Shop's back end. So, like, it won't be coming from them. It's just going to be coming from us. And
that's one of the things is I didn't understand the full story of it. So I never really dove deep on it on the podcast because it sounded so convoluted that it was one of those, I can't even begin to touch it. So I'm glad you were able to do that over here. So
yeah, just be patient, guys. Don't email me 1,000 times.
Are there more Road Warriors coming out?
I would love to do more, but we don't have anything planned as of right now. But there's so many looks that, they were one of my favorites growing up. I literally met them at a McDonald's autograph signing as
hell yeah, that's awesome.
Like a 5-year-old kid, and I like flipped the fuck out.
Yes, I understand. I did too, and I was in my 20s. So I understand. When I met them, I was like starstruck. Oh my God, it's the Road Warriors.
Yeah, so I'll love to keep on doing them. We still have them under contract for some time, so yeah.
Okay, good. Yep, I've got both sets, so literally just waiting on you to keep pumping them out because I'm going to keep buying them.
Awesome.
Kanik, we thank you for being on. Thank you for being transparent with us. Sorry to ask a lot of fanboy questions.
No.
46, 51-year-old fanboy questions. But the MLB license popped us being huge baseball fans, as I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
There was a lot of questions that I really wanted to ask you on that. Thank you for being transparent regarding Mattel's LJNs and your stuff. And I said this last week, it's not going to hurt your guys' business. And that's because of the different pools that you guys are able to pull from. You're going to be giving us names that we don't have access to. It kind of goes back to the FTC Mattel days. When we first started the show, it was back in 2016. The only two companies at that time was FTC and Mattel. So, FTC was able to pull ROH names. They were able to pull independent names, and Mattel obviously didn't have access to that. So I kind of figure it's kind of similar to that as well. So anyways, but I will always say this to you, you son of a bitch, you keep your hand out of my pants and my wallet. You always get me.
I can't help it.
All right. There are other things. No, I'm just joking.
He's like, okay, fine. The pants are fine, but keep out of my wallet.
But no, I do thank you for filling a lot of the collections that we weren't able to get as kids nowadays as adults. So we do.
And for pumping all that nostalgia into our veins. We love it. Keep it coming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just drug dealer,
just the biggest drug dealer in the world.
Well, we'll keep buying the smack. Keep bringing it.
I was talking to Matt the other day. I was like, we should probably figure out a way of giving people stuff for free, right? Like your free trial, right? Because they're gonna come back for more drugs. The first one's free.
Yeah.
We get
First
them
one's
back
free.
on the second one.
There you go.
Well, Kanik, we appreciate it. We thank you for everything you do, man. We appreciate you. We love you over here, man. You're one of our favorites.
Yeah.
We see you at WrestleCon almost every year, and it's one of our highlights of our trips is just being able to sit down and talk to you during the meetups and whatever it may be. So, Kanik, we love you over here, man.
I love you too, guys, and I've said it multiple times. First podcast I ever did was you guys, so I appreciate the support since day one.
Always, man.
You'll always have it.
I remember how nervous you were too.
I know. And now I'm just making jokes about going into your parents.
Jokes.
Why do you think WrestleCon? Why do you think WrestleMania is one of my favorite meetups?
It's always a highlight.
Why do you think I call it the MEAT up?
Oh Lord.
Oh boy. Oh boy. This is how I get canceled.
But anyways, as I said, we love you, man, and keep doing what you're doing. We're always going to be in your corner, and you're always, as we always tell you at the end of our talks, is you always have an open door policy over here.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I always appreciate it, guys.
Congrats, dude.
Thanks, Kanik.
Yeah. Fullyposeable. Let's go.
Jef and Scott, the Toon Brothers, busting out the ring, but we don't take it out the box. MOC. Happy toy hunting. We'll see you next week with the OGs of WFP. Fullyposeable, thank you all for listening. It ain't no storyline, real life siblings. So everybody go and do your toy spotting. #FigLife, adios from the Kings.